no more timesheets. And then we had to go to fixed billing. So we basically converted all of our clients over to a yearly subscription model where, they sign an agreement every year and we charge them either monthly or yearly for the work that we're doing. So that's been amazing. We've been on it for, this is our 11th year now. So we were a very early adopter of this. Like all the firms are now catching up to value billing, but most firms still keep track of time because they just won't get rid of the timesheet. They might go to value billing, but they keep the time. So
I want to ask you about that. I want to dig in on that because, in Academy, we advise people to abandon the timesheet and switch to value pricing. And I get so much pushback on people like, well, how do you know if your team is efficient? Like we use that information. We use that time to, like, what if a job takes more time than you think and you're not billing enough? Like we use that information. It's almost like they just can't let go of the data. They're just so obsessed with knowing how much time things take that they can't let go of it. So what's the value? Is there any value in that stuff? And it just is outweighed by what you gain by letting go of it? Or is it really just useless information? Because I feel like if you're not making money on a job or if an employee is not performing, you kind of just know that. Like everybody knows if you're paying attention at all, you understand that.
Yeah. So, this is like the number one question that anyone ever asks me.
Yeah.
And I think in Accounting Press Academy, you have 4 KPIs that you track. You gross income, net income, vacation hours, and what's the last one?
Days off and head count.
Head count. Yeah. So like, that's all you need to know to run a firm.
Yeah.
And here's us accountants, we love numbers. We love them. Oh my God, we love them. We love spreadsheets. Oh boy. It's like, I can't spell my name, but I can tell you the first 100 digits of pi. Like I love numbers, but what you measure is what's important to you. So if you're going to measure time, that's what you're telling your team and your customers, like that's what's important. Whereas what's important is getting the customer stuff. Like time actually makes you less efficient because if you're charging by the hour, you want stuff to take longer. So you want a tax return, you want to spend 10 hours on a tax return. Well, why don't I just charge $2,000 for that tax return? It takes me 30 minutes. Like, so just inherently, like, and the customer doesn't care how long stuff takes. Like no one has ever said to me, you only took 30 minutes on that tax return. Like why are you charging me $2,000? Like no one's ever said that because no one's
watching you with time stuff.
Every other industry, like you go buy a car, it's a fixed price. You go to the grocery store, it's a fixed price. You can't like haggle. It's like, no, it took you 4 minutes to make that pizza. Like I should pay you 13 cents a minute or something. I don't know. So like the customer is like trained for, and the customer prefers a value price. Like they want to know what the price is up front. They don't want to go to a mystery bill and say, hey, we're going to charge you $250 an hour or $500 an hour or whatever. That also discourages communication. So like if I'm a customer and I know I'm going to get charged $250 an hour, like I don't want to talk to you because it's going to cost me. But if I charge you $5,000 and you have unlimited communication, it's like, hey, that's going to start a conversation and that's going to form our relationship better. And that's the key, like what you were talking about, what we do quarterly, like, hey, we're basically having a conversation, but out of that conversation comes lots of planning opportunities. And so I think just time in general, the timesheet gets you away from talking to the customer and giving the customer a good experience.